in Naples, Florida sounds like paradise, but there are 5 things that might make you love it and 5 things that might make you, well, just rethink the move completely. Most people don't find out about the cons until it's too late. So, in this video, I'm breaking down the 5 pros and the 5 cons of living in Naples, Florida. I'm going to start with the cons first because honestly, those are the things that will either make this perfect move for you or make you second guess it later. And if you can handle these, you're probably going to love living here. And real quick, if we haven't met yet, I've actually lived in this area for 17 years. So everything I'm about to share comes from real day-to-day experiences, not just what you see online or what someone says after visiting for a weekend. Hi, I'm Kris Asquith, your local real estate expert here in Naples, Florida. I've helped a lot of people relocate here, so I see firsthand what people absolutely love about living in Naples, Florida, and what quite frankly catches them off guard. So con number 1 is the cost of living. All right, we've got to start here. Naples isn't cheap, and this is usually the very first reality check that people have. They start looking at homes online. Everything looks amazing. Then they see the price, and there's a moment where they pause. And I've literally had clients say, wait, is this normal for here? And the answer is yes. Naples is one of the more expensive areas in Florida, and it's not just housing. That's just the beginning. It's the entire lifestyle that comes with it. Going out to dinner, maybe grabbing drinks on the weekend, joining a golf or community or a country club. Even things like home maintenance, landscaping, and services. They all tend to be higher here. And here's something else people don't always think about: HOA fees. Depending on where you buy, those can add up quickly, especially in gated communities or golf communities. So it's not just the purchase price, it's the monthly cost of living here that really adds up over time. And what catches people off guard is they're comparing Naples, Florida in general, but Naples is not your average Florida market. It's more of a coastal luxury market. So expectations need to match that. Con number 2 is summer heat. Let's talk about summer, because this one surprises almost everyone. From about May through October, it gets hot. And not just hot, it's super humid. Like you walk outside and within seconds, you feel it. It's not just uncomfortable, it actually changes how you live your day-to-day life. Simple things like walking the dog, going for a run, even loading groceries into your car feels so much different in that kind of heat. And your first summer here, that's always the toughest because you haven't adapted yet. But over time, you figure out the rhythm. You start planning your day differently, you learn when to be outside and when to stay inside. Most homes and businesses are built for it, so you're not constantly uncomfortable. But it's definitely something you have to adjust to. Con number 3 is hurricane season. This is one of the biggest concerns that people have. Hurricane season runs from June until November, and here's the honest truth. Most of the time, nothing happens, but you're just living your normal life. But when a storm develops, everything shifts quickly. And what people don't realize is that it's not just the storm itself, it's actually the preparation leading up to it. So there are lines at grocery stores. People are getting supplies. They're watching updates. That's the part that feels unfamiliar if you've never been through it. Depending where you live, flood zones and elevation matter. So this is where working with someone experienced and local really helps, because not all areas are affected the same way. Con number 4, the job market. This one doesn't really get talked about enough. Naples is not a major job market. You're not moving here for big corporate headquarters or massive tech companies. The local economy is built around hospitality, real estate, healthcare, and service-based businesses. Something else for you to keep in mind is a lot of the higher paying opportunities here are tied to experience, connections, or niche industries. So it's not always easy to just plug in and find something right away. That's why a lot of people moving here already have found the remote work, a business, or they have a plan in place. And when they do, the transition is so much smoother. Con number 5 is seasonal traffic. This one is interesting because Naples can feel like two totally different places. During the off season, it's calm, easy to get around. Then winter hits and the season kicks in, and one thing people don't always expect is how it impacts their everyday routines. Your usual drive might take longer. Your favorite restaurant might need reservation days, sometimes weeks in advance. Even simple errands feel a little busier. It's not overwhelming, but it's noticeable. And once you experience it, you start planning around it. So those are the cons. Honestly, if you're still watching, you're probably serious considering this move. Because now we get into the best part. What makes people fall in love with Naples? Pro number 1 are the beaches. This is the big one. Naples beaches are on another level. Soft white sand, calm water, and sunsets that don't even look real. And one of the biggest parts, they're accessible. You don't need to plan a full day. You can go for an hour, watch a sunset, and head home. That kind of access changes how often you actually go. It becomes part of your routine, not just something you do occasionally. And something else that people notice here pretty quickly is that the beaches are pretty clean. They're well maintained, they're not overcrowded like many other areas of Florida, and the overall experience just feels more relaxed. You're not fighting for space, you're not dealing with loud crowds everywhere, and it's more of a laid-back environment. For a lot of people, that's a huge part of why they choose Naples specifically. Pro number 2 is the weather. Outside of summer, this is what people move here for. From November through April, the weather is about as close to perfect as it gets. And this is when Naples is at its best. Events, outdoor dining, golf season, everything is happening. You'll notice that people are just out more, walking, biking, sitting outside, just enjoying friends for lunch or dinner outdoors. It creates a completely different atmosphere. If you're coming from a place with long winters, this is a big lifestyle upgrade. No snow, no scraping those windshields, and no being stuck inside for months at a time. So instead, you're out in the middle of January in short sleeves and shorts, thinking, this is why I moved here. And that never really gets old. Pro number 3 is the lifestyle. This is the part that really changes people. Life slows down here, but not in a boring way, in more of an intentional way. And what I mean by that is you spend more time doing things you actually enjoy. And a lot of communities are built around that lifestyle. Walking paths, clubhouses, fitness centers, social events, so it's easier to meet people and get involved, especially if you're new to the area. And what I've noticed with a lot of people who move here, they become more active without even trying. They start walking more, getting outside more. They're playing golf, maybe some pickleball, just being out and about. And over time, that really changes your whole entire lifestyle and your day-to-day life. It feels less rushed, less stressful, and more enjoyable. Pro number 4 is no state income tax. This is a big financial advantage. Florida has no state income tax. For a lot of people, this plays a big role in their decision, especially if they're relocating from higher tax states. Because when you actually sit down and look at the numbers, it can be a noticeable difference. It's not just about saving money, it's about what that allows you to do. Maybe it's upgrading your home, traveling more, investing differently, or just having more flexibility overall. For business owners and remote workers, this becomes even more impactful over time. Pro number 5 is a strong real estate market. Naples has historically been a strong real estate market, and part of that comes down to demand. And what I mean by that is people want to be here. There is limited land, especially near the coast. That helps support property values. So, whether you're buying for lifestyle or a long-term investment, that's something people pay attention to. And another thing is Naples tends to attract buyers who are planning long-term. Second homes, retirement homes, people relocating permanently. So you don't get as much short-term turnover in certain areas, which helps create more stable communities. It supports values over time. For buyers, that adds a level of confidence when making your move here. So what's it actually like living here? It's a trade-off. Higher costs, smaller job market, but in exchange, you get lifestyle, weather, environment, and for the right person, that trade-off is absolutely worth it. If this helped you, do me a favor. Hit the like button and make sure you subscribe below to my channel. I put out weekly videos on what it's really like living in Naples and all of Southwest Florida. If you're thinking about relocating to the Naples, Florida area or the surrounding areas, I can help you every step of the way. From choosing the right neighborhood to understanding the market to finding the right home for your lifestyle. Reach out to me anytime. Call, text, or email, and I'll make your move as smooth as possible. Make it a great day.